Welcome back, this is Hubris, and as the intro says, this is the Ret Dueling Class Guide. Or just Class Guide in general, not just duels, but also anywhere and everywhere you happen to meet a Retribution Paladin, be it in Battlegrounds, or leveling, or even in Miss at level 90, hopefully. Gonna go through some of their specific abilities, mostly how to deal with them, what my strategy is in defeating them in the long term, or the short term, what their capabilities are, and what you need to know to react, and pretty much a general strategy and how to deal with them. I'm going to show a few losses, what I've learned from them, and then some wins and how I overcame my deficiencies. Alright, so this first duel is basically just going to be a loss. I didn't do anything right. I didn't do anything I needed to do, basically, so we're just going to watch it. I'm doing okay damage in the opener. He hodges me. I rage it. I'm taking some damage, not too bad, and I pop out, just purge his stuff, I think, heal myself up, then purge stuff. Nope. I shock into his aura mastery, which was pretty scrubbly of me, and it just goes on from there. I'm a little bit behind on my health. I have to use all my Maelstrom procs on healing myself. Then he pops his king. He's topped himself off, pops his wings. I pop my wolves as my only defense and my stone bulwark totem, but it's not quite enough. He silences me, and I go down. In this next duel, I do a little better. I purge him clean. I get a good hex off, capacitor totem. This is a little trick I like to do. I love to do. Hex first, then capacitor. Goes in a nice stun chain, like similar to rogues. A lot of people don't like it at all. So he's at half. I'm basically at full. I rage his first fist, and I go uh-oh, because that is a mistake I learned, and you'll see in just a bit. Looks like I'm doing pretty good. I got full procs almost. He's at full health now though. He's had to pop a few cooldowns, defensive cooldowns. He's just kiting me, running away. It's really effective for Rets to kite and enhance, because Rets can heal themselves, proc their heals at range, while we can't. We need our melee swings to proc our Maelstrom procs. So he pops his wings right now. I run back a bit, get a few casts off, pop my wolves. He gets to Hodge. I trinket it, so the Hodge isn't through. He silences me for, I guess it could have been an okay silence. Looks like I'm doing okay. He starts kiting me though, and he just bursts me down with his tentacle on me, and I don't get the heal off in time, and I lose. So what I learned from the first two duels is that you have to save your cooldowns, or your defensive cooldowns at least, for the Rets burst. You can't be wasting rage or even your first tier talent on just a Hodge or just consistent damage. You can basically heal yourself through any kind of consistent damage without cooldowns that he does, with just Maelstrom procs. That's if you're stacking haste, perhaps. So this is one kind of general slow, cautious, moderate way I've kind of come up with of beating him. I'm not really popping any of my own cooldowns. I dropped Stone Bulwark stupidly. I didn't even need to do that. That was kind of pointless. His HP is going down pretty good. I shock into his aura mastery again, just because I'm not used to that right now. Hadn't been playing for a while, but I should be able to notice that easily enough. It's going on pretty well, and here comes this burst. I'm at pretty high health. I got a full Maelstrom proc up, got my wolves out, got rage up. He's still taking me down, almost to dead, from 100%. Though he sacrificed his own survivability for that, and I get the kill quickly right after. So if you match his cooldown for cooldown, generally you should win as long as you're keeping yourself up in the meantime with your Maelstrom procs. We're gonna go into another game where I'll show you a different strategy. So this next video is also what not to do as a Retribution Paladin if you're facing an enhancement shaman. So right now I kind of just drop my totems for nothing though, since he's kiting me. One good strategy is to kite, but he pops his kings and his wings all at the same time while all my cooldowns are still up. I hex him off that and then drop a capacitor totem. I triggered a stun, but he gets in my own stun after he triggered my hex. I haven't even raged yet, but I use... Yeah, so I haven't even raged yet, and he still has his wings up. So we're putting on considerable pressure against each other, but it enhances cooldowns will probably win against Ret's cooldowns, just straight up. I did have to pop rage eventually because I think I used a Maelstrom proc on my lightning bolt. So because he uses cooldown so early and I was just able to match them with mine and with my own healing, he's forced to bubble himself. And the rest of this is pretty much just easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's just smooth. I think he tries to, yeah, he's in his kiting spec. So he tries to kite me a bit and wait for his cooldowns to come back up again. But even if they did, I'd be able to match them once again. So I hunt him down, get him my hex to capacitor totem stun chain, and I think I might finish him off here. Nope. So he hodges me and continues to run away. So in general, how to fight a paladin, especially if they're kiting you, you have to stick on him all the time. You can't let him kite you, and you have the tools to do it. You should purge this. He's in selfless healer spec, and that you need to purge whenever he has 2 stacks. Really, whenever he has 2 of anything, you need to purge it off him because it's just totally worth it for you, and you don't want him to just be getting infinite heals off. You know you can't purge his Word of Glory heals, and that's already a ton. He just healed himself like 60% from just that. It's not even including his talented selfless healer heal. I get him another Sun Chain, CC Chain. I love it. It's kind of like Rogues. I hate everything else about Capacitor Totem. Sometimes it just gets placed in random spots, but I like this Hex Capacitor combo, especially in 1v1s. Probably won't be too useful in arenas because you want to be hexing the healers, but if you can hex Capacitor the healers, that would be pretty great. Getting him down, purging stuff. Wolves are out. He hasn't popped his wings, though they're back up. But even if he did, he's pretty much done for. So in this duel, my strategy is basically to just zone him out. I'm not gonna give him any chance to score a kill. You know, or get a rebound, like in basketball or something. So I'm doing my hefty damage to him. He decides to come down melee range and try to put some pressure on me. He hodges too early. As a paladin, you don't want to hodge at full life. You have to get him down. If you want to try to put any pressure on the shaman, you have to get him down to at least below 75% before you hodge. If you want to get him to use rage or something. But right now, I'm just refusing to use any of my defensive cooldowns, like not even wolves. Pretty soon, I'm gonna put some offensive pressure. Hex's aura mastery, even though I shocked it too, and drop capacitor totem. He cancels his cast to kill my capacitor. So I see he's at half, and he doesn't have his aura mastery down anymore. I didn't have my shock for that though, but I pop my wolves, put some pressure on him, and he's forced in return to pop his own cooldowns. To heal, waiting. So I'm pretty much topped off, while he's still at half. And this is one of the most prime times. Should have trinketed that to put some pressure back on, but I just didn't. I didn't even need a pop rage there. This is like one of the most prime times to try to get a kill on a paladin. If you're set and he has his wings up, that means he's gonna be trying to kill you. So his defenses are gonna be down mentally. Like he's gonna worry about getting the kill more than he's gonna worry about surviving. So that's when you can actually get a kill as long as your defenses are good enough. I haven't even used rage this whole battle yet. About to get him another hex capacitor chain. Excuse me. Keep him clean with my purges. Don't let him heal or anything. I think I triggered this one. Yeah, triggered that hodge. He's almost dead. Shock his heal. And then I get Echo Lightning Bolt double crit. So if that passive play isn't really your style, you can also go for the ultra aggressive play style. Got a standard opener. Just purging him, clearing him. He hodges me. I don't trinket anything. I don't use any cooldowns. I got a full Maelstrom proc just waiting, so I simply heal myself back up to full. And he's running away for a bit. because he's trying to bait. He knows he's trying to bait my cooldowns, trinket or something. So I pop my wolves. He's on the run. I hexes, arm mastery, drop my capacitor totem, drop my fire. I forget to take my capacitor early enough, but he's forced to bubble anyways with the fire elemental totem there. He tried to kill it, but he didn't do quite enough damage. There he tries to kill it, but doesn't do quite enough damage to it. So now I'm on him, and kills my fire elemental totem. Now he's popping his own stuff, and it's risky going all out pressure like that. But I have my rage. I'd use my ancestral guidance. I also have my stone bulwark totem up. Keep healing myself. Should have dropped my bulwark earlier maybe. But now my health's pretty good. I was forced to use more defensive cooldowns, so I still do have my trinket up. Shocking his heal. Continuously purge whatever buffs he has. I kite for a little bit for a hex, but he gets a heal off. I don't know why I did that. For some reason, you should really almost never kite any melee. Your heals will keep you up, and a lot of times if they have range capabilities, then they'll screw you over if you try to kite. There's only a few niche situations where you want to kite at all, like when you have full maelstrom procs, or you have some abilities that you can use. You want to pop wolves, or you have something you can use while you're at range. Then that's when you kite, or you're just at super incredibly low health. You need to get a root and a cast off or something like that. And you can like ground something, maybe like a hodge. There's some way to keep yourself safe. So now we're both out of cooldowns, pretty much. I have my defenses back up, or my rage and my totem at least. So my trinket. Purge his stuff, chase him around. I think I get a hex off soon. Fakes me, then I hex him. Drop my capacitor for the combo. Pop wolves, get the stun out, and go for the kill. So that was a little risky, but it paid off in the end. I was able to get the kill, but I almost did die, and he might have been able to take me out, perhaps, if he did something better or I messed up something. So this is the final duel I'll show. This guy was the highest rated Ret Paladin on our battle group, I think. He just pops his cooldowns, kites me, because I guess he figured out early on that you gotta kite in hand shaman so you can't get procs. So I just pop my defensive cooldowns, pop my wolves, get everything. I can catch up to him eventually with a sprint and get some of my heals off, and cooldown for cooldown, I think Enhance will usually win against Ret Paladin's Burst. And basically he just gives up. So there are just two basic steps to defeating a Retribution Paladin. One is to save your defensive cooldowns for his offensive cooldowns. He will not kill you unless he pops his CDs when you don't have any defenses up. And two is simply take him down with purges, consistent damage, and occasional CC chains, plus your own burst cooldowns. Thanks for watching, and good luck.